Hello and welcome, dearest. I'm Grandma Mimsy, and I'm going to show you how I created this Manny. And I'm pretty sure it does not translate well on camera because even in person it's not easy to see. But this outline is in black. These are purple. And I forget what the other one was, but all of the outlines are different. The oranges are two different ones. So while it might look the same, it's completely different. If you are new to reverse stamping or stamping in general, at the end I will put some hints and tricks for the newbies. I'll start with the process and let you see the reverse stamping techniques first. And if you are not an experienced stamper, this is kind of a mid-range that I wouldn't suggest starting with, but the idea here is practice, practice, practice makes better, not perfect, because nobody's perfect. Let me get some housekeeping out of the way. The Pampered Princess Cujo is more in the Chihuahua Cujo mode the last, I don't know, week. So she has been difficult with me being able to film things, and I apologize. I've done everything I can normally do with her, but today she's being extra drama. And so if she tends to be barking in the background, I'm sorry. Moving forward, the items you will need is your chosen plate. I recommend some nail oil, cuticle oil. Maniology's ones are really nice. And you want to use this around, first of all, a good lotion that you like the best. And then you wash your hands. Obviously, you want to start with a clean surface. Wash and clean everything up, file everything up, do all the things you need to do up first. Then after you're done, a good quality hand lotion. And then while your hands are still kind of wet from that, put some nail cuticle oil around the nail, because this will help with the removal. This will help your skin be protected against having the overstuff that happens to do. And I've already done that so that you don't have to watch that on camera. Do your base coats and everything else that you need to have ready. And if you want to have some sort of a background, and so I chose, and I'm almost out of this bottle. I do have a backup bottle just in case, but yeah, we're getting really low on this one. And it is Gleam P124. It's a polish, not a stamping polish. It has a lot of glitter and, has a lot of glitter and pigments to it that stamping with it kind of sort of does and doesn't work depending on lots of factors. So, and then you're going to want your outline in other colors. I'm not going to redo this because apparently somewhere along the line I messed up this one, and I've had this for about a week trying to figure out what I was going to do on the other ones. No, actually longer, a week, but anyway. And so this time I'm just going to use Straight Up Black and Candy Apple, which is 5456 and B171, just because I'm going to take this off anyway. I've been meaning to do this and I haven't gotten to it because, hey, it's pumpkin spice season and baking bread season, and we've been doing that. So I think somewhere along the line, that's how I messed up that one. Anyway, on to the stamping, because that's what you're here to watch. So you're going to also need your goodies that make things easier. Like I said, in getting prepared a glass file, in my opinion, that's just my opinion, so take it for what it's worth. If you like the other styles, then more for you. I just think these tear less, and they're less harsh, and you get a smoother, cleaner finish. But these came in the box of cheer, so it has the, I think it did, I could be wrong, but a good quality clippers, trimmers. Be careful, they're sharp. Be careful, it's sharp. A grabber of some sort. to be able to use your Q-tips, what am I thinking? Oh Lord, help me. She barked and my brain went somewhere else. Cotton of some sort. Tweezers kind of help, but if you've got the box of shadows, you ended up with a nice pair. You know, all your goodies. And then what I did to do this hand and make things easier is I used multiple stampers. I think I had 3 I was using. No, I didn't use. Yeah, I had 3. And I went through and I did the scraping and did the outline and all the stuff that I needed to do first with the pumpkin. And I already had this ready to go with the silver. And then I did the outlines and then I did the coloring in, for so to speak. So those of you that like adult color books and things like that, this is probably something will appeal to you, because that's essentially what you're doing. So then you have, oh yeah, hydrate, drink something, have something to drink, because, excuse me, that's important. So you're going to stamp the outline, and then you're going to need something, a tool. And in the most recent box, I believe it is, with Maniology subscription, you got a set of 5, all different colors and the little glitters, stamping tools that have the different sizes of the ball tips, and then different sizes of the, that's not going to work, different sizes of the, there, paintbrush. So have all your goodies ready and waiting to go, and then some sort of method for your remover. And on your plates, you only want to use the pure 100% acetone, nothing with anything that is an additives or anything, because it'll make your plates cloudy and it won't clean off as well. So where are we starting with is the outline. And we'll get things set up. And then there's all the tips and tricks, let's say that's not 5 times fast, with doing how you scrape and the angles that you go. So this is the image I'm going to do, and I'm going to go this way. Sometimes the shortest direction is the best direction. And don't worry about using a lot of polish. That bottle I showed you, I've had for almost, well, we've been here. Basically, I had it since not this year, but last year. So we're already into 9 months of this year. So close to a year, if not more. And I use a lot of polish, and I use that polish a lot. So don't worry about wasting it. It's not wasting it. It's art. And practice, practice, practice. So you're going to pick up your image. And yes, we got a good, clean image on there. So, nope, can't see that. There you go. There. That was a fantastic pickup, even if I do say so myself. Woohoo! So, there are 2 options to how you stamp. Of course, she has an opinion. There's 2 options of how you stamp. And so I'm going to do this twice so that you can see both options. So we'll get the black again. Stamper. Even though I have things organized and I do them in the same way all the time, sometimes I'm like, where did I put it? I forget these things because you have multiple things on your mind. Oh, puppy, please. Okay, so we got a good one on that. So I did 2 because that way I can show you the different methods, but at the same time, I'm also going to do all the things that need to be done. because those need to have a few minutes to dry. You do want your outline to be not wet on your stamper. So we're going to move that out of the way. We cleaned up our plate. I know that a lot of people are like, hey, I'm messy and I'm lazy and I don't feel like cleaning it up. Even if you just take a used cotton and just do a light cleanup. Go around the edge, go around the image. Don't worry about too much about being specific. Just do a light cleanup, because I will tell you from experience that if you try to go back to it, even just like the next day or a couple days later, sometimes certain polish formulas will not clean off very easily the next day. So just do a quick cleanup. And then, at least I would say once a week, once every other week, depending on your once a month schedule on things. We want focus. Go through and do a good cleanup. Spend time taking care of your tools, because if you take care of your tools well, they will take care of you. Okay. And when you're stamping, polish real quickie, put the lid on and give it just a quick thing. That way, and pick up from the bottle, not the lid. And that way your polish doesn't dry out, because you want to make sure it doesn't dry out, because that can be. So the easiest for stamping is you have a dot on your stamper, depending on the image, or you can use your Maniology Lotus map. So then go in, and this is not easy to do on camera because I'm trying to figure out how to do things and navigate so you can see what I'm doing. I'm much better at it when I just do it for myself, but there you go. So get in really close, and it's not dragging. You are dotting with the brush as if you're using a dotting tool. Here, you know what? Let's see if we can zoom in. That'll make it easier. Then you can see what I'm doing, and I can just do what I do. It's hopefully, yep, we have the image. Okay, so now you're just going to lightly tap. You're not going to drag, because if you drag, you will move the image. And don't worry about having too much polish, because this is the back side that will end up on your nail, and no one will see this part. So I did alternating colors, and yeah, if you don't see it, oops, we messed it up. I'm talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. That's what happens. If you drag, you will lose the image. And the same thing is if your polish there on the top gets too dry, you have the same problem. So remember, this is reverse, so this is what it looks like on the other side. Yep, and we messed up that guy. So easy fix. At least I think. No, we'll wait for that. Okay, come through, and because you have a fine tip, do the dots back in. Oh, I wish the Pampered Princess would just stop. I don't know why she's upset. There's nobody out there. It's too early in the morning for anybody to be doing anything. She's just having a moment today. Any other time, she's quiet. This week, she's been particularly opinionated in her Chihuahua-ness. No. So, now we're going to go back to and since it's had a moment to dry, now we're going to go ever so lightly and just tap over the top. And he didn't come out as good as my other one did, because like I said, I wasn't having to talk and do things on camera. But we're trying to show you, because a lot of people like to do this and they're not sure about it and they're intimidated by it, and it's really not. So then the other option we have for this is using the dotting tool. And for beginners and other people who you know, it's easier not to drag, it's easier just to dot, depending on the image, depending on the design you're working with. But this one, you get it on the dotting tool and do just exactly what it says. It's very quick and easy to not mess up your images, where you can just dot away. And how fast that one was, that's why I like the dotting tools for certain images, small ones like this. I'm trying to get this so you can see it with the light. So again, you can take your time on these, you can cover them up and, you know, wait a couple of hours or do whatever you need to do. So now we're going to go through and with the sticky base coat. I'll move that back out a little bit. Clean off your demanding diva. So we'll do the thumb, because that makes it easier to grab the surface, is the thumb and the middle finger, because they're bigger. I have such tiny, tiny hands. The choices I make and why I grow my nails out long is, this is a 3x5 card, an typical index card. There's where it fits my hand. Yeah, I got little hands. And so when I don't have long nails of any sort, it looks like I got no hands, little stubby baby hands. So I have done the sticky base coat. You want to wait for that to be tacky and to not be goopy, because it's got to have something to stick to. It's got to be dry enough, but that's the beauty of the sticky base coat, because it doesn't completely dry hard initially. It will eventually dry, but after it gets a moment, it's still tacky, so your designs will hang out. And I'm going to grab, because I don't want to mess with these. I just want to have my design. And so there's that. So now you're doing the reverse, and you want to line it up and apply it to where you want. And there you have that. So here's the other one. Same thing. Oh wow, the thumb is a lot more creative applying on camera. And there you are. Where can we get? Oh, there we go. Nope. Sometimes technology just does not like to cooperate. Ah, there we go. So now you can see the reverse stamping of this. And I did this for ambassadors in Maniology get sent a challenge every month that we get to, we're given a theme and or an idea, and this month is any image just in reverse stamping, and this is one that I entered for that contest. So that's how I did that. And like I said, it's been a bit of a minute because I was going to do these and then I got busy doing other things, and well, life happens. So I'm ready for a change. I've been wanting to change it for a while, and I thought I would like to show those who might be interested in how this can be done. And well, need to make the video before I can change the nails. Tips and tricks for beginners, like I said. This is something that, don't get discouraged. Find a pattern that is easy enough to do where there's not a lot of detail to it, and not a lot of small images. Find something that is quite large that then you can practice with and get comfortable not coloring outside of the lines. Get you some good quality brushes, and these are not available on the website yet to purchase. They will be soon. I don't know the release date, but it'll be sometime after the 24th of September. It could be later than that because it just takes them a while to be able to put things on the website. And this was just for September's box for the Mani by Me subscription. This came as the monthly gift that you get. Depending on which subscription you have, they both get the same gift. And so, and then if you get these, be careful because these come apart and the glitter will come out. So mind how you pull on things, and you don't want to pull on too hard on the, because again, that will pull things off. So be delicate with your tools. What was the other things I was going to suggest? I'll do a separate video for that because I had things I wanted to share and now I don't remember what they were and I didn't write them down. That's how life goes when you've had COVID and you get old. Stuff happens to memory. And as soon as I'm done, it'll go, oh yeah, that was what I wanted to say. Because that's the way it always is in life, isn't it? Just don't get discouraged. If this is something you're interested in doing, it can be a lot of fun. For a lot of people, they feel it very soothing and tranquiling and all that fun words of things that I'm having difficulty pronouncing. It's a skill like learning how to ride a bike or cook or drive a car or anything else that you do out there. They, excuse me, we're still hitting 90 and 100 degrees in September, almost October. And without the air conditioner on, I would melt into a puddle. And every time it blows things around, well, drink liquid, hydrate. It's good for you, Grandma says. It's something that you can pick up. It's a skill. It's something you can pick up, and depending on, your dominance of things, work with both hands. Practice, practice, practice does not make you perfect. It just makes you better. It's one of those things that don't be discouraged to do it. And There's a saying about graveyards being the richest place because a lot of people go to their grave with their stories and their talent and their skill and everything that they have going for them. They leave in the graveyard because they were too afraid to share, or too something, fill in the blank, to share. And so they didn't, and their gifts and talents and skills and advice and information went with them. Don't be one of them. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that this helped you to think about something new that you can do in your nail art journey. Please be kind, because the world needs a lot of kindness. Oh my gosh, the stuff out there these days that I see and then do my best to move away from. And I do as much as I possible to share kindness and empathy and caring and appreciation everywhere I go, because if I tell two people and they tell two people, that will grow, and that's kind of what we need right now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate all of my followers. You really have helped me to become a better nail artist, a better YouTuber, and everything else along the way that goes into this journey. Having your encouragement and support has meant the most to me. So thank you for being a part of my journey and following along. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.